It's a wonderful day for wisdom with wonder and segue. We're going to do a tarot and oracle card reading today to see what our higher selves want us to know for our highest good. And we're starting with Tarot of the Pagan Cats. Segue, have a message for us? Segue? Yeah, can you put your energy in the cards for us today? Please, could we have some energy? A message for the highest good and the highest good of all beings. Thank you, my love. What do we need to know today? Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Alright, we got Segwe's love energy in there. Thank you, Segue. I know I'm always loving your assistance. This is a cute little tail. Spiral Galaxy Kitty. Alright, tuning in to our higher selves, pulling in energy from the higher cosmos, higher dimensional beings of love and light, and grounding our roots into Mother Earth, connecting to the mycelium, tree roots, fungal networks, all the elements, crystals, rocks, and the soil, and anchoring ourselves deep to a crystal core in the center, and reaching our roots out, connecting to each other, and all that is for the highest good. Our card we start with is the Six of Swords. Oh, okay. I'm like, swords? Alright, so we got a wagon here, and we got a kitty cat pulling a wagon, and another kitty cat and young child cat being pulled along in the wagon. So you might resonate as either one of these energies. You might feel like you're pulling the wagon, and maybe you feel like you need to pull along your loved ones and your community and the people around you because they're feeling trapped and confused and maybe don't have the same perspective, like higher perspective that you do. So you feel the weight of carrying everybody and pulling them along. It's been an emotional journey. It can be a struggle going in there and feeling all the stuff you have to feel to heal on this journey. And maybe you've even felt like you were trapped in those swords at one time, but you think you're able to pull along the wagon and pull everyone along, but actually everyone needs to carry themselves. So you could be resonating with the kitty cats in the back of the wagon, and you feel trapped and you don't know. You know you want to get to a new destination. You're trapped in your emotions. It's really heavy and feeling, and you don't have the energy to pull along the wagon or move in any other direction. You're feeling like stuck behind all these swords, and maybe you have a little one you're trying to nurture, or someone else around you that's younger or maybe immature spiritually or however. And so you want to, stay with them and guide them, but you're feeling like you don't really have control over the situation, that there's wheels under you pulling you in places that you don't want to go. There's a monarch transformation. And so let's see if this reading is going to help us transform out of this energy, because either way, you don't want to be having to carry anyone else, and you don't want to be pulled along by any other energies that are not in your true authenticity. So I don't know, let's see what else. Where are we going with this higher self? Ooh, a blue dragonfly. Been hearing a lot of the frog chorus lately. They're about regeneration, renewal, transformation, and they eat dragonflies. It's the cycle of life, and I hear a rooster in the background. Wake up! So let's see, what did we get here, kitty? Oh, everyone looks like they're having a good time in this one. The Four of Wands. Oh yeah, this is wish fulfillment. So it's like, you see those posts on either side in the background over here, and then on the other side there's two posts, so it's like an 11-11. It's like your happily ever after, your wish fulfillment. Look how joyful everyone is on this picnic, enjoying each other's company, just loving life. There's stability here, much stability, happiness, joy, peace, playfulness. These kittens are playing, coming together in community and family. So we love to see this. Well, I do, sure. And then we also have, what is this? The Magician, I believe. Let me check the book. It's Roman numeral 5. Is that the Magician? Because it looks like this kitty is holding the pentacle. They got a cup above them. They have a sword. They have a wand. And they have a bunch of books, so they might be a Hierophant. Let me see. Because they have 2 student cats. Let me see what the Roman numeral 5 is. Oh, the Hierophant. Oh, I'm all happy when I'm right. Yay me! So we have the Hierophant here, and since I have it open, I'll just read. It's about learning about faith from a trusted teacher and guide who teaches by both books and examples, helping others to live their faith in their everyday lives. So maybe as the Hierophant, you have been feeling like you're the one pulling the wagon, trying to, show everyone and lead the way. And then they'll be able to see how to get out of those swords. Maybe that's it. Okay, wind. Carry the messages through the winds around the world. So this Hierophant, this cat's face, this is a serious lesson. Oh, kitty, please don't bring me any gifts. Kitty keeps finding little moles and thinking that I want to see it, and I don't. Please, kitty. Oh, while I have the book out, we should go look at, do I still have it out yet? Oh, it doesn't tell me. It's the King or Queen of Wands, but I don't know how to tell if it's the king or the queen. It doesn't have a Roman numeral, it just has a crown. Or even the ace. Like, how do you know? Well, we'll just say that there is some cat royalty of wands here, because tarot is non-binary, just like Segue 1 Spiral Galaxy Kitty, aka Barney Strong as Bear. They're non-binary now. When we first met them, they were living in our barn for a couple years. They've been living in our barn before we really bonded. And I didn't really know that's where they were hanging out, but I would see them every day chasing moles and stuff, frogs or whatever in the yard. And then we started leaving food out for them, seeing, oh, they're always here. I don't think they have a home. And they're probably hungry out there in the elements, and they were not coming around. Segue. And my mom called them Barney because they lived in the barn. And then there was an orange cat that was always hanging out by the pond, so I called them Pondalina. My mom said that's not a good name. She changed it to Ponzi. So anyway, Barney, I looked up the name Barney, and that means strong as bear. So that's why we have the AKA Barney Strong as Bear. And then I got to know Segue and this cute little spiral tail, and I thought, this is such a small little cat, and it has like a spiral galaxy tail. So I looked up like dwarf spiral galaxies, and Segue 1 Spiral Galaxy. There's Segue 1 and 2, and they rotate around the Milky Way. So I was like, okay, so I'm changing your name to Segue 1, Spiral Galaxy Kitty. But my mom's like, I can name stuff too, because geez, I changed my own name from Ashley Smith, the most generic name of all time, to Wonder Woman Heart. And I always changed my animals' names too. So anyway, the point is, once I got closer to know Barney, it looked like Barney was a female. So I'm like, okay, well, since they don't seem concerned about identifying either way, we're just gonna go with they, them. They're a non-binary kitty. So here's the point is, here's a non-binary kitty of wands. And in their royalty, do you see on the bottom how there's a crown? I don't know if that means king or queen. The book doesn't tell me. So we're just gonna go off the image here. And the non-binary kitty of wands, royalty, they got their tail wrapped around the wand, but they are strong in their creativity, in their passions, and so they're in this dry desert though, but it's yellow, so I feel like they're strong in their I am and their confidence and their courage, and they're able to take action on their passions because of that. Goodness. Just go off on my tangents. What else do we need to know, kitties? The highest light. What kitties seem magical? Ooh, that's like a peacock in the background. Peacock, ready to be seen. All eyes are on you. Ooh, all these just flipped. So let's see what we got here. We have the Four of Swords. We have all the tools here. This is a very spiritual kitty. Just being able to rest. There's like a candle here and a cup and an offering. You're able to put out an offering to spirit and just rest and know that magic is all around you and spirit is taking care of you. So that's good to know. As you rest, you're also under the Two of Swords, so there might be a emotional decision that you need to make in order to express your truth and feel your truth expressed. But with the moon here, there might be some kind of illusionary energy going on. It might feel like you're walking on a tightrope trying to balance things, trying to figure out, between truth and illusion. And so, hi Raven. A couple of them. So, you might have a decision to bring you into truth and out of illusion. Or maybe you're helping others do that by being this Hierophant teacher over here. This looks like death. So we have death and rebirth. So see all this dark energy. There's also some white roses. So it's the end of an old cycle and the beginning of something new and something pure with this white roses. Well, they look white to me. And then there's like this shattering of the ground all around them. See down below. So it might feel like the earth under you is shattering and falling apart as you're moving into something new that you don't quite see yet, because we have that moon shining over there and it's not even a full moon, so it doesn't make that much light. Ooh, so we got the Four of Cups here. Yeah, you've been on a journey. You're looking kind of bored here because you have these 3 cups and they might be empty, but you want that 4th cup, and you know that 4th cup is coming. You can feel it. You've been told it's coming. You sense it's coming. Everything about you feels it. It's coming. And you might have been feeling like it's coming and you've been waiting for a really long time and you're sick of just like, okay, it's coming, yeah. So you see this fourth cup is riding on the back of a turtle, okay? And so you're just getting bored, like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, okay? Yeah, Julia. And then we got the Knight of Pentacles. So this kitty is grounded. And, oh, hi, little monarch. Don't you want to land up here so we can all look at you? Oh, how beautiful. Hi. I get distracted by little creatures. They want to land on these yellow flowers, your solar plexus, your I am energy, your confidence, your courage. You're grounding something in. You're taking action in something for stability to get you, well, it's getting you to this Four of Wands, this happily ever after wish fulfillment. You're being able to teach about what you've learned, and you're able to rest, trusting spirit and knowing that all your manifestations are coming in. You got your tail right on that pentacle. You know it's here. You're just trusting in your confidence. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So it seems like you're bringing in, oh, this has been an emotional journey, the wavy waters. And it's almost like you've been playing a game of chess. Like there's these strategic moves that you've been making in your own life, and trying to figure out how to move forward in the world with all this wisdom and knowledge that you have. But there's balance here. I don't know what creature that is. There's a fishbowl in one, like embracing the magic and abundance. And then it's like a little mole rat on the other one, the thing that we have Segue always bringing home. So there's divine balance. We're grounding in here. What else do we need to know in this energy for our highest good and the highest good of all beings? The rooster just really wants to say, wake up. Wake up, wake up. It almost popped out. Let's see if it does. Wake up, it's time to wake up. Have you been seeing 1111 a lot? That Four of Wands card. That's the 1111. Maybe you identify with being in a twin flame journey. Some people do and some don't. It's your wish fulfillment, though. This is one day where there's not as many wishy things floating around, but there have been floating around. I still see some, but anything else? I guess this deck might be done. Okay, we'll let you be done. And we always want to shine some light on this subject to bring in more clarity. To see what else do we need to know to shine some light on this subject and bring us clarity. The Page of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. There's the people working together on the split, figuring out when to pause, when to go, when to stop. Let's work together and figure this out. And there's kind of like strings here tying everything together, and they're also kind of in the dark, like it's hard to see where to go. And then the Page of Swords on the split. You're walking a tightrope with great balance. You have all these bright ideas, you have wisdom, you're confident, you're courageous, you know who you are. And the page is like new, so you're doing something new. It's new to you. This energy that you're in, with all these bright ideas, you're moving forward in. It's like a tightrope because you're just like trying to balance all these new ideas and wisdom coming in. Well, let's see, what else do you want to tell us about this energy for the highest good? Oh, the Ace of Wands. So following your intuition and following your passion, creating something new and beautiful based on how you're intuitively guided. It's like a burning flame inside that you cannot ignore. Okay. Anything else from this deck? What do you need to know about this? Fiery, creative energy. Did we get that in both decks? Yeah, the moon is still here, number 18, which is the 9. The close of a cycle. There's something you're not seeing that's going on right now. It's very emotional. You feel deep in the depths. There's an illusion going on. Duality seems like separation. And the separation and duality, the thing you're not seeing, has something to do with love. There's a 2 of Cups here where you see they're meant to be united and together, but something is making that hard to see. Okay, so I might do, which means I probably am. I'm just like, I don't want to leave you hanging on this reading, but I told Spirit before I came out here that I might want to do a Divine Masculine, Divine Wonder Woman reading. And if I see the 2 of Cups, or if I saw the 2 of Cups or the Lovers, that was going to confirm that I needed to do a Divine Wonder Woman and Superman reading. And I call it that because we each have the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine within us. Even everyone, if you identify as male, female, or they, we all have masculine and feminine energies. It doesn't have to do with sex, it's energy. And my name is Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman Heart, and I am a reflection of the Divine Feminine. And so I like to call the Divine Feminine Wonder Woman when I do the readings. And so, of course, Wonder Woman's divine match is Divine Superman. So, I feel like there's an energy between the Divine Wonder Woman and Divine Superman that is, there's some illusionary energy, something that we're not seeing in a love connection that now Spirit wants us to look closer at. So, I don't want to make this reading too long, so let's just see what else is going to come out about this. Yeah, so there's been some confusion about this energy. And I don't know if this will resonate with anyone, but if you're wondering about your own divine feminine and masculine journey, like it could be within yourself, or you could be thinking of a divine partnership or union. And maybe this has to do with the twin flame energy, with the 4 of Wands, like whichever one you identify with, or maybe both, see a vision of a happily ever after with each other. And maybe you've already met your divine counterpart, but and I did say but instead of and, this happens with twin flames where there's a period of separation. And I never really try to claim on to any of these little titles like twin flame or whatever and attach to anything like that. So that's why I'm like kind of like irritated, because I'm like, I'm trying not to tune into this. The universe does what it wants. There's a period where they come together and it feels like it's magnetic. They're pulled together. You can't describe it. It's like otherworldly. And then there's, for whatever reason, there could be multiple reasons depending on the situation in a huge collective, why they are not able to be together for some time. And it's because they're each coming on their own healing journey. So you may identify with someone that's run into your divine counterpart and you've met them already, and the connection felt undeniable and otherworldly and so strong. And then right when it's like really passionate and strong and like you're building trust or getting more vulnerable or whatever in your situation, since you met each other to activate something in each other, to turn something on in more than one way, you sparked something in each other, and now you need that time alone, apart, to go inward and do the healing that the other sparked for you. And so, I know for myself, my energy is pretty potent, and when I'm around people, not just twin flame people, like there's not multiple twin flames, but I mean anyone that I come across, if you build a connection, they're gonna be activated because my light is very bright, and like I'm a gentle, calm, sweet person. I'm not overpowering, but my energy is powerful. And if your higher self comes into contact with my higher self, they're gonna have a conversation, and then your higher self's gonna choose, hey, do I want to take on some of this energy and grow my spirit and learn something new and ascend and be my highest me. And so, like, that happened to me when I first had my Kundalini consciousness shift. Someone that I met, Satima, you know who you are. Just her energy was so bright and activating that it triggered a Kundalini consciousness shift and healing in me. Well, I just feel like that this person had the energy that ignited it in me. But for twin flames, like, they ignite something in each other, and then maybe one of them gets like overwhelmed by the energy. You're just like, oh wait, if I continue on this path and this connection, I have to look at things and face things and heal things in myself that I have been putting down and not looking at and turning away from and not acknowledging for maybe my whole life. And so they might have pulled away, might have ghosted, might have like just being like hot and cold, or whatever, because it's going to be different for everyone. But then that triggers something in the other partner to decide how they want to move forward and how they want to heal on their journey. It's like you're both activating each other. So the other person, after being ghosted or not reciprocated with, has to decide, is that acceptable to me? Do I want to move on in this energy where someone's not able to be fully authentic with me because they're holding something back out of fear within themselves? It's like not a personal thing. Or do I need to set a boundary here and love for myself that no, I'm not gonna chase, I'm not gonna chase and fight and beg and plead for another energy to reciprocate, you know? And it's not a personal thing on either, well, it's kind of personal because you both are on a journey of self-healing, because only when you truly know yourself can you fully love yourself. And it takes a lot of seeing things that we didn't want to see because we've been conditioned our whole lives to be a certain way and believe things that aren't true. So when your consciousness starts to shift, that's when we have to decide. We can shift together or shift apart, but the point is you both want to shift to your higher elevation and frequency. So you might be the person that set boundaries to where, no, I'm not going to chase when this person, if this person, when and if this person is able to, you know, do their self-reflecting and healing and you know, find their own self-love, their own courage and confidence to love themselves and come forward in the union, then that's all in divine timing, right? So I don't know, I guess those cards made that whole speech come out of me. So if you're going through that energy on either side, there's confusion there, and you're looking at all these cups, because cups are usually like emotional and full of love energy. Like these two of cups, they're full of love energy, but all your cups are upside down when you're separate from your twin flame. And see, you want to be in this happily ever after, everything's wonderful, party it up, yeah. But there's this confusion here. All these cups are upside down. It's kind of like in the haze of the clouds. It's emotional. There's water flowing through it. There's a snake here. It's like you're shedding an old skin on both sides, letting go completely of anything from the past and any old thought forms or beliefs or ideas about love and relationships that you might be carrying in your spirit from past relationships or whatever. So it can feel confusing, especially if you're trying to compare what's going on, what you're feeling now, to what that would mean if you were in a different relationship from a past person. It's like totally different energy. So, I'm thinking I'm only saying all this because I know that I am not the only one that goes through things. And they come into my mind for a reason. Okay, we're not going to see everything because we have the moon. Oh, this card was turned over, the Ace of Cups. So it looks like, now that I just, did some reflecting, that there is a love offer here for you. Holding a cup of love, and it's coming in like a wave. Or maybe these feelings of love come in like waves and they almost like knock you over. But there is love here. Okay. What the heck? I have too many cards out. Okay. We're going to take the cats away for a little bit to see what else we're going to get from the light seers, because I want to find out more. Is it just me? So we're not seeing it yet. There's Two of Cups. There's love. It's passionate. You're being able to follow your creation. It's confusing, but there is a new offer in love. What else can you tell us about this? Shine some more light. Oh, okay. We got the High Priestess here. So the High Priestess is wise. She follows her higher guidance or intuition, like wisdom from source, consciousness from the higher dimensional beings of love and light, from her higher self. Doesn't matter what gender you are, from your higher self. And on the bottom of what also flipped up on the bottom, I'm not taking the whole stack, but the wheels here to show me that You know, you've been through a whole cycle. It's a number 10, a completion of an old cycle. Something has completed. And this is success. You're at the top of the wheel. You're able to balance the dark and the light of it all. And you're the high priestess. So like, this is a divine, I would say divinely guided love with having the high priestess here and the beginning of something new that feels confusing because we don't see it all right now. Okay, the heck, did this reading just totally turn into a different reading? Okay, maybe I don't need to do the divine masculine and feminine reading. It's already coming out on its own. Anything else you want to tell us about this? Higher wonder, higher you, higher we, as we are one. What else do we need to know? Oh shoot. Okay, well, I'll take the one that flipped out and then the one on the bottom of the pile again. The 10 of Swords. So someone like walked away. They're looking to brighter horizons, but there's like all these crows up above. They can get in your head. So someone, it's like I said, one of them had to walk away because it's like overwhelming. This kind of love is overwhelming. It's a lot. It's coming in from source. It's divine. I've never felt anything like it in the past energies that we've been in. And so you're walking away, reflecting, and it's yellow. So you're walking towards light. You want peace and happiness, and you're finding yourself, your I am, your confidence, your courage to those brighter horizons. And then at the bottom that flipped up is, you're victorious in this. You're on stage, victorious, everyone's throwing roses at you. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, so let me see if Divine Wonder Woman and Divine Superman have anything they want to say. So I already Divine Wonder Woman. But this is for the collective wonder. Okay. Is there anything else that the Divine Wonder Woman, the Divine Feminine, what does the Divine Feminine want the Divine, or I don't know, what should I ask? What does the Divine Feminine want the Divine Masculine to know? What does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminine to know? Okay, we'll ask those since we're shuffling. What does the Divine Feminine need to know regarding the Divine Masculine? What does Divine Wonder Woman need to know regarding Superman? Divine Superman. What do we need to know about Divine Superman right now? What does Divine Superman want us to know for the highest good and the highest good of all beings? Okay. Well, Divine Superman is maybe a Leo. Got this lion, the strength, courageous and strong. What was the question? What does the Divine Wonder Woman need to know about the Divine Superman? That they are strong, courageous, like a lion. They have an infinity tattoo on their arm. This is for infinity. They're building their self stronger. So Superman is building on their courage and strength and confidence to move forward in this love connection. Thank you, Superman, for doing that. I thought there was another card, but the ones? Well, I saw the orange come out, but I didn't see this guy behind it. The Lovers, number 6. There's a lot of passion here in the Lovers, creation energy. But this double, which is, so this is a number 6, and the double is a 15, which is a 6. So Superman wants Wonder Woman to know that they're being courageous and strong. Superman, divine Superman, is working on their courage and confidence and strength for this love connection. They do feel a passionate, loving connection, but there's this devil energy here. So something is influencing divine Superman. And like, you can switch this either way. But it's influencing them. Maybe it could be anything that's devilish. Like, it could be an addiction, a third party, just energy getting in their head, not feeling the confidence and courage and love for their self. That is also here with the divine Superman energy. So the Superman energy is trying to fight its own demons and build strength and courage and confidence for this love connection. But what does divine Superman... is that a spider? Is that a spider? Hello, you're moving pretty quick. What does the divine Wonder Woman, divine feminine, want the divine Superman to know? What does divine Superman need to know about Wonder Woman at this time? This reading's going to be a little long, but all our wishes are coming true. Okay, what? These guys always remind me of each other. We got the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So, divine Wonder Woman wants Superman to know that they are running towards this new life. They're running towards their truth. They're not even riding that bike. They're running towards it. They got light under their feet. They're guided by spirit with this raven overhead. And they're a knight, so they're taking action towards their truth. And the Seven of Swords shows, you're walking away from the city, the chaos, the 3D realms, the matrix. You got your sword so you can keep clarity and boundaries and truth. As the divine Wonder Woman, you got this light shining on you. So you have divinity all around you, light shining, even though there might be chaos yelling and noise of the matrix around. Wonder Woman, divine feminine, is kind of cloaking themselves, but moving forward in the light, following the wisdom of the ancestors, and just finding their ultimate truth and happiness with the sun here too. So, okay. I'm like, where do we go with this? Where do we go with all of this? What does it mean? Are we more confused, or do we have more clarity? Sometimes I don't know. Let's see. Anything else we need to know about these two super wonderful beings before we close this reading? They say we're gonna get a spirit animal oracle and a crystal intentions. This reading's long enough. I might do a separate reading, just one for the divine feminine and one for the divine masculine. We'll see how I feel. But we're going to pull a card from Spirit Animal Oracle to see what the animals have to say about all this. What do we need to know? Oh, okay. Brown bear spirit. Okay, number 9. It's the end of an old cycle. A brown bear saying, take time out. Okay, you're gonna take time out. Take time for your self-healing and growth. Don't be trying to worry about it. All in divine timing, right? Whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. Crystal Intentions Oracle. See what crystals can be beneficial in this energy. Gosh, time goes by pretty quickly when I do these. Didn't realize it's already been over 40 minutes. But anyway. Oh, malachite. I have malachite on my ring. This green ring with a tree. But malachite says, look how beautiful. Create healthy patterns in relationships. Connect with the sweetness of life. Maintain heart-centered awareness. And get to the heart of the matter. And I have another malachite, but it's not out here. The positive affirmation is, I recognize repetitive patterns and choose love, compassion, and kindness. I recognize repetitive patterns and I choose love, compassion, and kindness. I recognize repetitive patterns and I choose love, compassion, and kindness. So, thank you so much. Why do I feel confused? I just want to clear the energy. Well, oh, I feel confused because it's 7 of Cups. So, before we go, Segue one Spiral Galaxy Kitty wants to say goodbye to their friends. Oh, thank you, Segue. This is my sweetie. Thank you, Segue. I appreciate you. I'm very grateful you're here. And I hope that you continue to have a wonderful day. Much love.